Hi everyone, Lola here. Welcome to my podcast. I'm going to talk today about how I do my meal planning, and I just wanted to kind of start out with, you're probably going to notice that on a lot of these episodes, I'll talk about certain apps that I really love or am really into at the time and think are really helpful. I am absolutely not sponsored by any of these or making any money off these apps. They just happen to be what I'm enjoying at the time and what's making my life easier. So today I was going to talk about meal planning. I used to take a lot of time meal planning, trying to rotate certain meals frequently. So just to make sure we constantly had a variety of different things. And so my family didn't feel like I was making the same thing too often. And then I would get stressed out over which meals to choose to put in the plan for the week. And I think either one of the podcasts I was listening to or someone I watch on YouTube had kind of done this really simple meal plan. And I decided to try it just because I was very, very busy and am still very busy. As I mentioned previously, I have 3 kids. I have horses. I don't board them at my house, but they're boarded at a facility, but still I like to take time to ride. I work full time, just a lot going on. So I was kind of stressing over meal planning. I'm also really into budgeting. So I have a strict budget that I try and stick to with my groceries. And anyway, so I found these apps that have been really helpful to me in a way of meal planning that's super helpful to me. So I tried to just super simplify my meal plan by doing a rotation on every certain day of the week. So, for example, on Mondays, I do either hamburgers or I do hamburgers or steak. And then I'll do like hot dogs, which I know is terrible, but once a month I'll do like something like Italian hot dogs or something like that, just for something fun and quick. So Monday is going to be one of those 3 options. Generally, the hamburgers I do every 2 weeks, and then I would rotate on the other 2 weeks with either like steak or like the Italian hot dogs. And then like every other Tuesday is taco night. Every other Tuesday is Chipotle night. So I call it Chipotle night, but we're not ordering out from Chipotle. I just do like brown rice, black beans, cheddar cheese, sour cream, some chicken that I just broil real quick, chopped up, just like a really quick, super easy taco, Chipotle type meal on those Tuesday nights. And then Wednesdays, I usually try and do some type of a seafood. It might be shrimp, it might be flounder. My husband really loves seafood, so I try and incorporate one seafood meal per week. And then on Thursdays, I do usually like soup and grilled cheese. I'll do like an instant pot soup usually, sometimes a crock pot soup, and then I'll just cook up grilled cheese real quick. Or also on a Thursday night, I might do breakfast for dinner, which is super easy and quick too. So Thursdays is either a soup and grilled cheese or breakfast for dinner. And I kind of did it that way because I usually grocery shop on Thursday nights. So it just makes it much easier to just have like a really quick meal on a Thursday night. And then Fridays, I'll usually either do like some kind of chicken, like maybe chicken tenders or baked chicken, or I'll do like pork chops or something like that. And then the weekend, I don't know, I kind of just pick from other recipes that I have. I don't really have a true rotation going in on the weekend, but just kind of having that plan that I could just prepare my meal plan in advance so easily and not really have to think about it. It sounds like it would get boring, but it's really fine. And I try and switch it seasonally. So now that we're going into spring and summer, I'll kind of create a new rotation and then just stick with that for a while. It just makes it super easy to get my meal plan ready for the week and get my shopping list done. So the app that I use that I really love is called Mealboard. And you can basically have each day, you could do up to 4 weeks at a time. You really can go out further than that, but you can only see 4 weeks on your screen at most. And what I love about it is you can import the recipes from pretty much almost any site I've found. I import a lot from allrecipes.com, but I mean, it has you just do a search for a recipe, and as long as it's in an importable format, which I found almost every single thing I've ever tried to import is, you can import it right into the app, and then you have all your recipes right there. And when you put them on your meal plan, if you're in that day of the week, you just click on that meal and the recipe pops up. So it's right there. It's just really great. And you can add your own recipes in too. If there's certain things you like to make, you can add your own recipes in. You add in all the ingredients. And then what you do is once you have your meal plan laid out for the week, you can create a shopping list from it. So what I do is I go food shopping on Thursdays. So when I shop for the week, I will shop for the meal plan, which runs that upcoming Saturday through the following Friday. That way, if for some reason I can't get to the grocery store on that Thursday, I still at least have the food that I need for that next day on Friday. So I kind of will plan to shop for the Saturday through the following Friday when I do my Thursday shopping. So in the app, you show the dates that you want the list for, and it creates your shopping list right in there of all the ingredients that you need. So once I do that, I look through the list first, and then I click off everything that I already have in my house. Like, some recipes call for water, salt and pepper, just anything, flour, sugar, anything that you already have on hand. Then I'll check my freezer. I have a freezer in our basement where there's, like meat and things like that. So I'll check and see if I already have the meat on hand for those recipes, for whatever I might need for those. And then once I'm done with that, I take my list and I put it into another app, which is called IntelliList. And I know it seems kind of duplicative because I already have the list in the other app, but what I love in IntelliList is that you can put the price for each item, and then it will show you the grand total of what you have on your list. And you can do it by store. Like I have 4 different lists in here for different stores. That way, if I know, like, for example, I only usually get, say, like milk or eggs or whatever at BJ's, I put those on my BJ's list so that when I'm in BJ's, I open up the BJ's list and it'll show me how much I'm expecting to spend at BJ's. It takes a little time to set up initially to get the prices in, but once it's set up, I just love it because I really do try and stick to a specific grocery budget. So once I put my list in my app, I can see how much I'm expecting to spend. And then if I need to, I can adjust it. If I feel like, okay, this is just too expensive, maybe I could swap out like the seafood meal that week for something cheaper, or things like that. So that's how I'm handling my meal planning and grocery shopping right now. I really love it. I'm trying to stick to the $150 a week budget, which is some of the financial people that I watch, like some of the frugal moms and things like that. They suggest $100 per week per member of your household. So for me, we have 5. That would actually be $500, which would be $125 a week, but I just have not been able to stick to that. So I'm doing $150 a week, which seems to be working. It's a little tight, but I definitely try and make it work. And when you can use something like this app where it shows you in advance about what you're going to spend, it's really helpful. So that's all. Just wanted to share the meal planning. Hopefully this can be helpful to someone. And of course, like I said, there's many apps out there. These ones just happen to be working for me right now, and I really love them. And I just love the process and how much simpler it's made it for me, and I don't have to analyze what I'm making for dinner each night. And shortly I'll be coming up with a new spring-summer meal rotation, but what I explained before is what I'm doing right now. So hope you have a great day, and thanks for listening to my podcast.